adding oil to a pan where you're gonna sear both ends of the roast before putting it in the crock pot. Roast to the pan, and you're gonna let it brown on each side for about 5 minutes. Today's comfort food Sunday is gonna be pot roast done in the slow cooker. I like to add in my crock pot bag because it makes it easy so you're just gonna dice up those onions. I only do 1 onion. We're not the biggest onion eaters here, but that does give some good flavoring. After browning the sides, you're gonna take that roast and you're just gonna put it in the crock pot for later. You're gonna pick it up and turn it to the other side. Also, watch out for the popping. I'm doing it actually kind of low, but it is on low, and you're gonna add in the onions. I'm gonna do the sides of it a little bit to brown the sides. You don't have to do it as long. I'm also getting popped with it right now, but it is what it is. I turned it down. Then you're gonna saute that saute the onions and minced garlic until the onions are translucent. You're also gonna add in some minced garlic. You can do fresh garlic. You can do in the jar, whatever you want. I do it in the jar. After letting those saute for about 3 to 4 minutes, you're gonna add in a cup or almost a cup of red wine vinegar. Mix that in there and let that cook for another 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna let that saute for a little bit, kind of cook it up, and then you're gonna add in the Dijon mustard. It says it calls for about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, but I'm just gonna eyeball that. I'm gonna add in my gluten-free beef broth to try to dilute some of that red wine vinegar. And then I'm gonna mix that together and kind of let it simmer for a few minutes before adding it in over the roast. So the girls are at their dad's until tomorrow, so we don't get to see their reaction tonight. But if there's leftovers, we'll definitely have leftovers tomorrow for dinner, which there should be because we got a big chuck roast. While I let that simmer, I'm gonna chop up my potatoes and celery. That's gonna be added into the roast. I'm gonna add carrots. I'm gonna add this whole bag. And you're gonna kind of evenly distribute your veggies in there so that it can cook. Then you're gonna add those potatoes into your crock pot over that roast as well. I'm gonna go ahead and add that celery into my crock pot to where it covers the veggies and the roast. Let it cook. I'm gonna add it into the crock pot over my veggies and my roast beef. Any added scraps you're gonna scrape into the crock pot. After washing my potatoes, I'm just gonna dice them into like cubes, or as best into cubes as you can, to put in the crock pot to cook as well. However you like them, however thick or small you want them. I do them. I'm gonna coat again that salt, pepper, and rosemary with the veggies and the chuck roast. Add another cup of beef broth, and then some rosemary. Again, I'm eyeballing it. You can do less, more, it's up to you. After the rosemary, you're gonna add in some salt. I use pink Himalayan salt. It's just what I prefer. And then you're also gonna add in some pepper. Remember, you can always add more at the end when you taste it and see how you like it. It calls to cook on low for 8 hours. However, because I started late, I'm gonna cook it on high for 4 to 5 hours, but I'm gonna do 5. And then I'm just gonna check it periodically to kind of mix it and shred it, things like that.
Really good.